Okay, welcome back to the second section of the class. Still, some kids are watching over me with that side. Now, looking at me weird. Why is that guy speaking some foreign language while eating? But anyway, I don't mind. So, since she cannot understand what I'm saying, I'm confidently, I will continue my class. Okay, let me share the slides. We stopped at exercise 3 and now it's exercise 4. Okay, you guys should have written sentences on your notebook. Okay, and I'm going to check with you guys with answers. Okay, so as I taught you guys, rewrite each sentences twice because there are two verbs, objects. I mean, with the one verb. What kind of objects? Indirect object and direct object, right? So example number one, the sales assistant is the subject. Sold me. Sold is a verb. Sold to whom? Me. It is indirect object, right? And the direct object is what? A TV. What kind of TV? Defective TV. So the first example, I was sold, which is more common sentence made with indirect object, right? So me becomes I, and I was sold a defective TV. That's how we make a passive voice structure with indirect object. But with less common way, we use direct object, which is TV, into the passive voice. So it becomes a defective TV was sold to me. When you use direct object, again, you have to add a preposition to or for, right? So a defective TV was sold to me by the sales assistant. Okay, so this was the example. And let's continue. Number two. The lifeguard has thrown a lifeline to the swimmer. So where is the indirect object? A lifeline, right? Right? And direct object is swimmer. So since we don't usually use direct object as the subject, why don't we just make one sentence with indirect object, okay? So I'm gonna choose a lifeline as the subject. So if we make a passive voice with a lifeline, we can do like this. A lifeline has been thrown, right? Lifeline has been thrown to the swimmer by the lifeguard, right? The lifeline has been thrown to the swimmer by the lifeguard. Okay, next one. Number three, we will offer the job to the most experienced applicants. Okay, job is the indirect object and the applicant is the direct object, right? So if we make the job as a subject, the job will be offered, the job will be offered to the most experienced applicant. The job will be offered to the most experienced applicants. Good. Number four, the farmer was feeding the chickens with corns. So the chickens is an indirect object. So the sentence should be like this. The chickens were, right? The plural form, right? The chickens were being fed with corn, right? Since the verb was gerund, ing, so we have to use the gerund for positive voice. The chickens were being fed, the participle form. Feed, fed, were being fed with corns by the farmer. Okay. Again, the chickens were being fed with corn by the farmer. Okay. Okay, number five. After the poor performance, the crowd showed the player little respects. Okay, players is the indirect object and respect is direct object. So the players were shown little respect, okay, after the performance. Again, the players were shown, shown, right? The players were shown little respect by the crowd, okay, after the performance. Number 6, last one. They are sending me my exam results in the post. They're sending me my exam results in the post. Okay, so my exam results is an indirect object. Post, okay. Oh, no, sorry. Me is indirect object and my exam result. The result is a direct object, right? So me changed into I, right? I was being sent. I was being sent my exam result in the post, right? I was being sent my exam result in the post. I was being sent my exam result in the post. Yeah, again, since this is a gerund, I said being sent, right? I was being sent. Okay, not too hard, right? Okay, can I go to the next slide? Yes, thank you. Okay, read and learn this box. Find the example of two in the text. Exercise 2. How would it be expressed as a standard positive passive structure? So we learned about auxiliary passive, right? Adding have with when we have two objects, right? So to learn this box, since you guys have read this as a homework, where did you find the example? Okay, it's actually let me go to the green line, right? The green line in the middle. The film had praised hipped. Sorry, let me add. The film had praise heaped on it from all quarters. Okay, so this is a past voice. So when we change this into active voice, we can say they, or who are they? Like all quarters. They praised, they have praised the film. Okay, this simple. They have praised the film. But when they change into passive voice, the film has had praise heaped, right? From all quarters. Okay. Okay, so let's go to number 6. In your notebook, rewrite the sentences using the auxiliary passive, which is adding have, right? Auxiliary verb. Start with the words in the brackets. So number 1, it has I in the brackets or parentheses, right? So a close friend gave me the CD for my birthday. I had the CD for my birthday. Okay, it's that simple, right? I had the CD for my birthday, maybe from my friends, right? Okay, number 2. Someone had stolen Sally's car from right outside her house. Sally, okay, it's what kind of tense is it? Had stolen, right? So we should say Sally had stolen, has her car, has had her car stolen from right outside of her house. Again, it's a little bit confusing, right? Sally has had her car stolen, okay, from right outside her house. Again, Sally has had her car stolen from right outside her house. Okay, if you're confused, write it down as I say, okay, on your notebook. Again, I'm gonna repeat it. Sally has had her car stolen from right outside her house. Number 3, they always read stories to us at primary school. They always read stories to us at primary school. So where is indirect object? Stories, right? Oh, that's direct object, only direct object. Okay, no indirect object. So we had, okay, since it's the past form, read, read. We had stories read to us at primary school, right? We had stories read to us at primary school. Again, we had stories read to us at primary school. So when you use this auxiliary passive form, you put the direct object into the subject, right? We, us become we, and then put auxiliary verb has or had. We has object, stories, right? We had stories read verb to us as primary school. Okay, that's the basic format of how we construct the auxiliary passive voice. Number four. They won't return Tom's iPad to him until the end of lesson. Again, they will not return Tom's iPad to him until the end of lesson. Tom won't have, okay, again, Tom will not or won't. Tom will not have his iPad returned to him until the end of lesson. Tom will not have, right? Not has, right? Have, because it's after will. Will, after will, you always use infinite, right? The basic verb form. So Tom will not have his iPad returned until the end of the lesson. Again, Tom will not have his iPad returned until the end of lesson. Good. Number 5. Okay, we're almost the end. They will refuse Ed permission. Ed is the name of the guy. They will refuse Ed permission to miss the PE lesson. Okay, it might be easy if I change the name. They'll refuse Kevin a permission to miss the PE lesson. I think they missed or the in front of permission. They will refuse Ed a permission to miss the PE lesson. Okay, so Ed will have permission refused to miss the PE lesson. Am I correct? Ed will have the permission refused to miss the PE lesson. Okay. It may be a little confusing, but just follow the format, okay? Ed will have permission refused to miss the PE lesson. Okay, last one. They played a practical joke on Liam. They played a practical joke. I'm not sure what it means by practical joke. Okay, practical joke on Liam. Okay, Liam has practical joke played. Okay, Liam has practical joke played. Liam has practical joke played on him. Yeah, that sounds better. Correct. Liam has practical joke played on him. Liam has a practical joke played on him. Okay, if you are still confused, please read the Learn This box carefully again after class or when you get back home. And it won't be too hard, okay? I didn't explain actually deeper enough about this section. Okay, because this usage is not that common in our spoken language, but still it's being used a lot. So don't miss that knowledge, but please go back home and take a few minutes to review. Okay, it will help you make it clear. Okay, now there's no break time. Why don't we go to actually I was going to go to the listening section, but I changed my mind. But let's have a time, use the rest of our time doing the workbook, okay? I think it will help you better by solving the workbook by yourself. If you guys haven't done your homework, like Grammar Builder or your student book, please do now. Use this time to do this practice by yourself now, okay? For those who have done homework, please open your workbook page 53, workbook page 53, and do your homework on passive structures. And I think it will help you a lot. Yes. Okay, so I will please pause this video. And then when you have about like 5 minutes left, please resume this video, okay? Bayram Baksha Abdahut workbook Daskal hi Chaku Ugusam Ta Hichet Ta Hamnad Umun in bits like Tayat Play Higet Hitrigore. Yeah, I will see you. You have about like 25 minutes, right? So play this video after 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, final announcements. Okay, on Friday, we will do listening section, and I believe that we were supposed to take the short test, right? But I will postpone my short test until I get back there, and then I want to take the short test with you guys on my own. Okay. So for today, homework is finished. Our grammar workbook page 53. Okay, for those who have finished your workbook, today during the class, you guys are free, no homework. For those who didn't, you still have to do page 53. And on Friday, I will check your homework. If this is according to your syllabus schedule, Friday is the official day where you submit your homework, okay? So I will have Bayram Baksha again take a photo of your workbook thoroughly, and that will be counted on your grade, okay? So if you haven't done your homework on grammar and also the vocabulary section, 5A section, please do so. And don't miss your grade, because if you don't submit your homework on Friday, you will lose whole point, okay? So don't forget. If you all are gonna miss your class, please let me know. But you must submit your homework either to Bayram Babak or to me personally through chat room. Okay. Okay, that was it for today. Please take your time if the class hasn't finished to review the grammar, and please go back home and take like 30 minutes or so to review this grammar if you still are not clear with it, okay? So that's it for today, and thank you for your attention and patience in my class. Okay, I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.